Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. On first down, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off of play action, it's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I think when they look at the offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Fights through and now a crease. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. Fourth fastest in the NFL. And he flashed the big-time speed again there. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. The The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
So on 4th down, here's the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillen, to punt for the Browns. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. There he goes, right side. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Broncos 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down. Conversion. To throw is Watson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And his pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
Touchdown, Broncos!
K.J. Hamler.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
On first down, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Watson looks to throw again. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Drops it off for Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Watson off play action. Going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Flushed out right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. To try again after the sack, Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Browns 27, Broncos 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 27, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one, 34 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is the tight end Fant. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy, and that's caught inside the 35. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. it's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll bit of a wrinkle in the comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force him into a field goal attempt?
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll give it to Chubb into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Watson. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Watson now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Watson now to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. Looking for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. So a nice pickup there all the way up past the 40-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Cleveland able